dealing with the body of course, or you dealing with the boss.
Is there?
And if you hear this and then go on bend your back, go on bend your knees, baby shake it to the max. Will the DJ please turn up the bass to the max? Please just rewind, let me shake it to the max. Shake it to the max. Shake it to the max.
Man, she love.
Shake it to the max.
Man, she love.
Please just
You're probably wondering why I look this good. And I'm gonna answer every single one of your questions in this video. You just have to keep watching, okay? This video is absolutely brought to you by Curlsqueen. So sit back and relax. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, okay? Okay. So, Curlsqueen kindly sent me some hair. First of all, let's get into the packaging. Look at how beautiful and stunning this packaging is. I am such a sucker for beautiful packaging. So, I got sent 2 bundles of Kinky straight hair in 16 inches. Now, if you're not a newbie to hair, you will know that hair bundles are usually 100 grams per bundle. However, Curlsqueen do theirs with 150 grams in each bundle, because you can see these bundles are very, very, very full. And in all my years of wearing hair extensions, which is a long duration of time, I have never seen bundles as thick and juicy as these ones. Now, like I said, they were sent in the length 16 inches, and then I also got gifted this cutesy hairbrush and also a gorgeous satin bonnet that I have been literally wearing every day since I got it. I also really like the color of the hairbrush. So without further ado, let's get into this. So most of you know that I have dyed hair and these bundles came in black. So I got my peroxide, I got my oxidant cream, and I made my bleaching hair potion. Never ever ever do this without having your windows like wide open, by the way. So I mixed together 2-in-1 is the ratio that I use. 2-in-1 ratio of my oxidant cream to my lightening powder / peroxide, and then you're gonna mix it together to get your little potion, and then you're going to apply it to your bundles. I would not advise this is something that you do if you don't have experience dyeing hair. However, I've been dyeing my hair since I was literally 15 years old. So if you watch this video and you think, what on earth is she doing? Just know that I am not new to this. I am true to this. Mind your business. Okay, so I lined my coffee table with a long sheet of plastic. Was it plastic? I don't know. And then I applied my bleaching potion to my bundles. If you wanted to opt for a much darker color, you could also make a bleach bath. I've seen some of the girlies do this. So I just have a systematic way to how I apply my little bleach potion. And this, oh my God, you know how they do in cooking videos where they're like, this is one I made earlier. This is a bundle that I had dyed earlier to test out, you know, how long I was going to be leaving my bleach on for, etc., because I needed to recreate the actual color on my head. And I have a kind of ombre situation going on with my dyed hair that you will see at the end, which means that it's really not easy to like recreate my hair on hair extensions. But one thing that really shocked me is how many colors this hair was able to lift. So anyway, after applying this and washing it out, I make my little conditioner potion. I love the word potion for some reason. I got my purple conditioner, my oil. It's supposed to be making your bundles very nice and soft, and then this argan oil conditioner, and then I added warm water to my bucket, and then I just submerged my bundles in there. After I've done my initial shampoo, I just submerged my bundles in there, and then I massaged them round and around and around and around and around and around after mixing, of course, just so that I could make sure that I was making my bundles as soft as possible, because you know that when you bleach hair, you can like really dry it out. And honestly, I knew that I would be putting the hair from Curlsqueen to the test, simply because you actually know the quality of hair once you've put it through hell. And obviously bleaching the hair is, could you class that as hell? That is category A of hell of putting extensions through. So anyway, after I was done soaking it in conditioner, I did that for quite a few hours actually. I then washed out all the conditioner
And then I shampooed for a second time with purple shampoo. The thing is, removing the brassy tones matters a lot less for this bundle because my hair does have brassy tones in it because my hair is ginger. So using purple shampoo didn't matter all that much. It's just a force of habit. So anyway, I went in with this thing called Plex Care. It's a really, really nice leave-in. As you can see, the hair looks crazy, but look at how it was transformed. Look at how it was transformed with the Plex Care. So my friend braided down the entire perimeter of my hair because I decided I was going to be going for the flip over look. Because I wanted this just sewed down to my scalp, I opted for not making a wig and opted to do a sew in. So this is the pattern that we went for. And then my friend just my friend just sewed down all of the wefts around and around and around and around my hair. Also, I can't believe how big my head is. I cannot believe how big my head is. And also, the lighting is not best in this clip because we did this quite late at night. So at the end of this video, you're going to see how, well, you saw it at the beginning, but you're going to see my hair again in natural light to see the true color because my dyed hair is like a nice gingery color. So anyway, this is me just showing you the perimeters of the flip over. And then this is me, you know, trying to get a rough estimate of what my hair may look like. I know I look quite crazy right now, but I just wanted to see what my hair would look like where it was vaguely blended. So I went in again with the Plex Care. Also, can we shout out how soft and gorgeous this hair looks after being bleached and conditioned? Yeah, I already knew it was gonna eat. I saw the vision from early. So anyway, we decided to opt for heatless curls because, again, a good measure for straight hair for me is seeing how well the hair can hold curls. And truthfully, I wasn't disappointed, but you're not going to be able to see this until the end. This voiceover is just going on and on and on and on and on. So anyway, this was our method of trying to attempt heatless curls because I don't actually have the heatless curl bar that people have, but I decided to opt for the, you know, old school bathrobe method where you kind of use the string, you use the belt, you use the belt to make the heatless curls. And my friends were round when we were doing my hair, and this is why I was making faces and also still yapping. So after applying the belt, I don't know why I'm getting so tongue-tied. After applying the belt, I put on the bonnet from Curlsqueen and then I went to bed. And then this is me on day 2. As you can see, I've kind of like straightened / curled my hair at the front, and then this is the great reveal. So I'm taking down the heatless curls, and then I ended up being super duper shocked. Obviously, I've seen the girlies do heatless curls on the internet. This is actually my first ever attempt at doing heatless curls, but I was just gobsmacked as to how well the hair took the curls and just how gorgeous it ended up looking. So anyway, I took down the heatless curls, and then we're basically at, look at how excited I was. Look at how excited I was. And then we're basically approaching the final result. But honestly, it's been like a week since I filmed this look. And I just want to say, Curlsqueen, you guys get a 10 out of 10 from me. You guys get a 10 out of 10 for me. My hair is still soft, and I've also been swimming. I've been swimming in the Black Sea and salt water, and I'm gonna tell you now, my hair still looks very good. So this is essentially the final result. I've tried to show you in different levels of lighting so you can essentially see the color and see the fullness. But yeah, Curlsqueen, it's a 10 out of 10 from me. So yeah, just to remind you guys again, this is Kinky straight hair, 150 grams per bundle. I use 2 bundles, and it is 16 inches long. This is also like the longest 16 inches I've ever seen in my life. Does this mean that all the other hair companies are lying to us when they send us hair? So I already know that I showed you one way that I styled the hair using the heatless curlers. So this is what the hair looks like when it's just brushed out and straight. This is it without being straightened. So I decided to show you how I achieved that presidential Hillary Banks-esque, you know, blowout look. But instead of using the Dyson, I'm using a pair of tongs. And yeah, I'll be back shortly.
You dealing with the body of course, or you dealing with the boys.
Is there?
And if you hear this and then go and bend your back, go and bend your knees, baby, shake it to the max. Will the DJ please turn up the bass to the max? Please just rewind, let me shake it to the max. Shake it to the max. Shake it to the max.
Bad man, she love.
Shake it to the max.
Bad man, she love.
Please just rewind, let me shake it
She
to
love.
the max.
Bad man, she love. Bad man, she love. Yeah. Bad man, she love. Bad man, she love. Bad man, she love. Yeah. Bad man, she love. Bad man, she love. Yeah. Your pussy fat inna your shot.
Oh, you dealing with the boss?
Yeah. Make you come first, coulda never take a last. Yeah. Like a ball pump up the pussy fast. Skin out the pussy for me fuck it. Girl, you make it cocky brad. Original girl, some of them a dinner calf.
And if you hear this song, then go on bend your back, go on bend your knees, baby, shake it to the max. Will the DJ please turn up the bass to the max? Please just rewind, let me shake it to the max. 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 Please just rewind, let me shake it to the max.
Caribbean girl, me know for tick, me know for top. Yeah, man, I watch my body like say them I watch a match. Yeah, anything him say them girl, I do it like it's tax. Ma make my own money like the girls in movie trap. Classy, real bad girl, ma get nasty.
Anyway, thank you so much if you've made it this far into the video. Click the link in the description box to have a look at the hair, buy the hair, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. Ciao.